Scarpins Avenue.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sklar Country, the virus edition, aka the Panty Pods,
aka two fine fellows, no Saul Bellows,
aka the Randy Pods,
there you go,
aka the new Rizzoli and Isles, but with lots more laughs and smiles. That is Stephen Elton. Yay!
Yo!
How about this? And thinking along the same lines, better than any crime-fighting Gentiles, the Sklars are the new Rizzoli and Isles. TJ Lancaster.
Boom.
Oh, yes. Hashtag AKA Sklar, send them in.
Give us your thoughts.
Communitize yourself.
We're building a community. We appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for joining our YouTube page, Sklar Country. Thank you for hitting us up and following us on Facebook at Sklar Brothers. We're putting up all kinds of fun content for you guys.
Thank you for everyone who hung out at the stereo thing that we did yesterday.
We're going to do another one in a couple weeks.
We're going to do one, and we'll let you know
fun.
when it's going to happen again because we just loved it so much. It was a chance for us to interact with you. It's just a different version. It's not like the live Dumb People Towns that we do.
It's more like bring a dumb story from your life, share it with us, and we'll break it down there.
So much fun.
Okay.
So we'll let you know. All right, let's jump into this right away. For everyone who thinks COVID is a hoax,
my only hope is that you get it.
that's it. We said this before. And then don't go to a hospital and get treated because hospitals are hoaxes too. You didn't know that? Hospitals are hoaxes too.
Why would you need to get anything treated if it's a hoax?
Because we're finding out new and disturbing side effects.
The side effects for people who suffered through this disease are insane. And
we don't know anything about this disease. Do you guys understand
and
that?
You're calling it a hoax. Now you can add to that list the loss of adult teeth.
What?
And to be clear, I'm going to say this. The tooth fairy does not come and leave you a present under your pillow after this kind of tooth loss. They don't.
No, the tooth fairy is not coming. The tooth fairy could get COVID. And you don't want the tooth fairy to get COVID. She's got to work.
Wait, what is the appropriate age to tell your kids about the tooth fairy? To make it all real.
I mean, at some point you just say to yourself, they're not believing in anything.
Well, my son, who's almost 12 suddenly
11.
lost like 4 teeth in the last month. Is that because
you
of
got
COVID?
one Hail Mary? No, it's not because of COVID.
Are
it's
you
just
sure?
Because of puberty.
I don't know. Well, I don't know. Maybe he had COVID. He doesn't know it. All right, but he lost 3 teeth in like a week, and I didn't do the tooth fairy thing.
And what did he say?
I just didn't do it. Then I felt bad, and I was like, crap, I don't want to remove all magic from his life right now because he's on the edge where he's still, like the other night we had a stuffed animal fight in his room, and I was like, hey, he's still a little kid. And then he's like, get out of my room because I want to be on Instagram. And I'm like,
You gave your son Instagram.
I gave him Instagram for his 12th birthday. That can't be the only magic in his life.
No.
But I will say this, the funniest part about giving my son Instagram was all the things I was asking him to do once he was on Instagram, which were super parenty things to ask him to do. I'm like, hey, follow your Uncle David on Instagram.
He's on Instagram.
You got to follow your Uncle David.
And don't just follow him.
You got to like a couple of his pictures.
And comment on a few
He's a very good photographer and like some of the sunset stuff.
Do the black and white pictures.
You got to like some of the stuff.
You got to like it.
And then you got to comment back to your cousin Georgia. She commented on your skateboarding video.
What are you doing?
You got to do this. If you're
can't-
going to be on Instagram, you can't ignore these people.
What, you gonna ignore your followers?
And you got to put it on private. And you can't use that rap song for that thing.
You can.
They
There's
use the
plenty
N-word.
of other.
I heard a slide of an N-word in there.
You don't want people to think
I
that
don't
you
care
would
if it's
use it.
popular. I don't care if
Doesn't
I'm
matter.
uncool for telling you
Doesn't
that.
matter.
Do you want Instagram or do you not want Instagram?
Do you not want it? We set the rules here.
Scroll through and look and see if other cousins are on it and start following
and then
them.
start following your other cousins.
Let your families know.
Help your aunt get on Instagram. Like
Nana's going to want to get on Instagram, and then
You
once
gotta
you get on,
help
you
her
got to
out.
teach her how to get onto it.
Teach her how to like other things and teach her how to use her stories. Teach your Nana
how to use her
s-
Instagram stories. She needs your
That's-
help. That to me is like
the most parenty thing. It's
I was
basically
like-
can ruin any social media platform
So
ever.
if you want to ruin social media for your kids, be super parenty about
That's
it.
it. That's the way to do
all
it.
you can do.
That's the way to do it.
People have reportedly, unexpectedly started losing adult teeth after suffering from COVID. That is scary.
Just teeth falling out. If there's like a tooth falling out foretells your death.
It does.
It just
It
is
makes
like
you feel so mortal.
I'm falling apart.
So dental problems are another problem to add to the list of COVID symptoms. Thanks to COVID, now it looks like you have a meth problem. That's the other side of COVID.
Yeah.
At least you can go as a Florida man for Halloween next year, I guess.
Your costume's set.
Either that or a hockey player.
Yeah.
Brandon! Fatigue, hair loss, brain fog, muscle pain are just some of the persistent symptoms reported after surviving after surviving COVID. This is like what your life, this is what you have in store for you. All the people who are saying it's a hoax, I want the people who are experiencing those things to call those people up and through the phone punch them in the face.
Or just call Keith Richards. He'll tell you what it's like. All these things happen to him regularly.
Dennis, let's one more time. Fatigue, hair loss, brain fog, muscle pain. It's Keith Richards.
That's Keith Richards on a Tuesday.
Dentists said that the virus may irritate the gums through inflammation or damaging blood vessels in the gums. All the people who don't floss are like, yeah, it's COVID, right? like it's
no, you gotta floss.
You also have to do the work on your teeth.
You gotta floss.
However, the evidence is too vague to know for sure if tooth loss is just coincidental. A 43-year-old woman from New York has lost a tooth this month after noticing it had been wobbly.
Yep.
It came out without any blood or pain, and this is sort of the clue.
That's ghost tooth. That's
right.
Scary.
As did another woman who lost her tooth while eating ice cream. The very crunchy ice cream.
You know how crunchy ice cream can be. And
so she remained nameless. She didn't want people to know she was eating ice cream.
No.
She was like, can we say frozen yogurt? All right.
I get it.
Meanwhile,
Frusion Glaschen.
A 12-year-old boy has lost an adult tooth completely out of the blue this month. Well, my son's almost 12. Does my son have COVID?
He does not have COVID. He just has Instagram.
Which might be worse because it's going to be around for longer. And there's no freaking vaccine for social media to get my son off of it. His mom, Diana Barrett, said her son had COVID-19 9 months ago. So did my son.
No, he didn't. Right. He did not.
Diana said her son had healthy teeth and no underlying disease on a long COVID support page she found called Survivor Corp.
Why did she make it a corporate? Is this like Kidco?
Survivor 19 is what she should have called
Survivor 19.
Various other people have described losing teeth after having coronavirus on the page, according to the New York Times. Okay, so maybe this is a real thing, Rand. What do you think?
Maybe.
I bet my son had it. My son had COVID, and I just let it happen. And he's losing all his teeth because of it.
Have COVID.
All his teeth he lost were baby teeth, but still.
Yes, this is going to happen around this age.
So this was the thing, what I was saying before. Teeth falling out without any blood or any pain, that's unusual.
That's weird.
Dr. William Lee, president and the medical director of, I'm not even going to say what foundation it is, a nonprofit that studies the Angiogenesis Foundation, a nonprofit that studies the health and disease of blood vessels, said that it's weird that there's no blood and there's no pain.
He says it's possible that the virus damages blood vessels that keep teeth alive, and that's why there is no pain when it falls out. Well, so it's damaging the nerve centers of where this is bad.
That actually reminds me, I have to tell my son to follow his doctor, Dr. Randy.
You got to follow Dr. Randy.
Follow Dr. Randy on Instagram. He
does a lot of funny stuff.
Or at least let him follow you, so every once in a while when you smile, he can see your teeth and see what you need to be.
He does an Instagram live from the prize wall.
Gum disease is very sensitive to hyperinflammatory reactions and COVID long haulers, which is they're saying are people. What they're saying is, by the way, I shouldn't panic because these are the lingering symptoms for people who have COVID for months or for like a few weeks or not for a nice long period of time.
COVID long haulers. They're like long haul truckers.
This might aggravate pre-existing gum disease and therefore indirectly cause tooth loss. It all makes sense.
Yes.
And the irony is that a lot of people who are fighting wearing masks and calling COVID a hoax, they're already missing teeth.
So it's going to be harder to detect from them. You know that one tooth that you've got to chew things? That's going to be gone.
Meth took 12 teeth. COVID's going to take the last 4.
That's right.
Gum disease is very common, affecting most adults in the UK to some degree, according to the NHS. Wow.
What?
Okay.
Hang on a second.
Now we've got scientific proof
that the people in the UK don't.
British people have bad teeth.
That's right.
That meme has just been proved by science.
Thank you, science.
The NHS.
Thank you, science.
Gum disease is a very sensitive, inflammatory reactions, as we mentioned, and there's nothing more satisfying to me than postponing a dentist appointment because you're being responsible about COVID.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on.
It's a hard one to pass up.
People are saying, look, I got COVID. I don't know if I want to go. I've even said this. I haven't gone into my dentist because I'm like, I don't know if I can be in an office.
I went.
Open.
Everybody's kind of, they're more
shielded out, but
they're shielded up. I don't know.
You're
I
in
did
this
it.
Closed room.
I handled it. I did it.
The British Dental Association, the BDA, which I don't support BDA. Even for a new couple that's really into each other.
That's Korean pop music, right?
Estimates that 19 million appointments have been delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic, and more in England because they have terrible teeth. No, they didn't say that.
They did not
I
say
just made
that.
that
That's
up.
the NHS.
And we know that previous fit and healthy people can struggle to do the most basic tasks, such as climbing the stairs once they've been on them.
And following their uncle's damn Instagram.
Will you
Get
please
on
follow
it. Will
him
you
on
please follow
Instagram?
him?
You
Please.
have to.
You're not. He's like,
He's
how
got
come
one
he's not
sunset
following?
photo that's beautiful, and you haven't even.
Come on.
It's likely too that they are not attentive to their oral hygiene, which would increase the risk of developing tooth decay and gum disease. And that feels like a little bit of a reach.
This feels like you're trying to, remember, it's like they're stuffing pork into a bill before it gets passed on to Congress.
If you're home all day and night, I don't know. I've gotten better at brushing my teeth since I'm around all the time.
I love
I'm like, what am I going to do right now?
I love a good floss.
So you know what? Because of this damn diet, my toothbrushing is the thing that makes me stop wanting to eat food.
Right.
I'm like, ooh, I brushed.
Let's put it, I can't have anything else.
Put a cap on the knife.
Put a lid on it.
It's more important
Put
than
a
ever
quip on it
for clean teeth. Twice a day with fluoride toothpaste, before bed, one other occasion.
Yeah.
I feel like this article may not be true, but maybe it's an attempt.
It's true.
Maybe it's an attempt
to get people to brush their teeth.
Well, to like shame England into having better teeth.
That's what it is. A roundabout intervention on tooth.
They're like, hey, we're England.
Care.
Someone's like, now's our chance to stop being a joke in the dental world.
Let's take the COVID story to England and see if we can't get everyone
use that to be the catalyst to give us good teeth again.
We couldn't tell England because it was like, what are we going to do? Just out of the blue tell England they got away?
The big book of British smiles, year 2040, hopefully, is going to be filled with beautiful smiles.
Why? Because of this COVID scare.
Hopefully.
And there is our first story.
There you go.
Down in the books. When we come back, oh boy, do we have Zoom is going to get you. We always say this. Zoom is going to get you.
And this one's from a town that sounds like a joke town, but it's real. Hackensack, New Jersey.
It's like Poughkeepsie. It's like Schenectady. But of course,
it sounds like a joke name from a Sid Caesar sketch. We'll talk about it after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. I want to remind you, 12/12 tickets are going. They are going right now.
I mean, I think we
sold 150 tickets over the weekend. So, and it is, I know all the general admission are all sold out. The couples tickets are getting close to being all sold out.
All the VIP,
Ticket Plus, there's just a handful. All the VIPs pre-show are done, or post-show are done, but there's still about 20 pre-show. Get them. Eventbrite.com, live down Peopletown, 12/12 on the 12th. Let us be your office party. The Dollop guys, Dave Anthony, Gareth Reynolds, Mac Lethal is going to do his version of our theme song.
We will have very cool posters for sale. We're going to raise money for 2 charities. One
for the elderly and one for kids for the holidays. And it'll just be fun. You'll feel good doing it and you'll have a blast. And again, that's 12/12, live down Peopletown. Eventbrite.com. Look up live down Peopletown and get your tickets now because it is selling out. Then, of course, check out the YouTube page, Sklar Country. Subscribe to that. Tool around. Lots of Cheap Seats episodes on there. We keep adding stuff and stand up. And then our Facebook page, Sklar Brothers. Just like that page, and we'll send you content and things videos of stuff that we've done with commentary on them. You'll love it. Watch those, and let's jump into this.
Hackensack, as we mentioned before, is a joke name.
Yeah.
It does sound like from a 1950s sketch show that Larry Gelbart wrote for.
Or a Billy Joel song.
Hackensack just sounds funny.
Yeah.
Sad. He's a sad sack from Hackensack.
Hackensack is a town and a game that people who can't find a soccer ball play.
So we've got a story about a sad sack from Hackensack, and there's a twist. It's a woman.
Yep.
It's a woman, and she's a school board member, and she is an asshole, and she gets her comeuppance, and it is so
totally
wonderful.
Brought on by herself.
With an assist by our old buddy Zoom.
Zoom is gonna get ya.
What do we say about Zoom?
Zoom is gonna get ya.
Zoom is gonna get ya
tonight. Da-da-da-da-da. It's like a 7-game NBA playoff series. Your weaknesses will be exposed, and you will be exposed, and you will.
If you don't respect it, it's going to bring you down.
You're going to lose, and it's going to suck.
And it feels so good to watch it happen to someone who sucks.
Like watching a bully take one on the chin, it feels great.
Or watching Trump get his ass handed to him by every single judge.
Every single court case.
Every single court decision is with prejudice. It feels so good.
I love it.
Let's get into it.
Even court appointees, judges that he appointed are being just handing his.
Trump is doing so bad with his challenges. Judge Wapner just handed him a decision.
That's right.
So let me see the receipt. Who is it?
Franklin Jayak. Hilarious.
A Hackensack school board member who made national headlines by opposing an LGBTC curriculum, LGBTC, which I think stands for curriculum, has resigned after an embarrassing incident during a Zoom meeting.
Boom. It just
Zoom
feels good to say out loud.
Ma'am, just a quick question. Which was more embarrassing, your awful stance on LGBTQ curriculum or your hilarious Zoom gap?
Which
is more embarrassing?
We're just asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. Francis Kajelia didn't realize she left her laptop camera on when she took it with her while going to the bathroom during the public comment section of a board meeting Monday night.
Took the laptop with her
Into the bathroom?
Just-
Couldn't simply excuse yourself and go to the bathroom to take a whiz.
or turn off your camera.
Right.
Or turn off the camera and the volume.
She definitely did it while someone was like interacting with her and
Yes,
engaging
yes,
with her. So
yes.
she couldn't wait 2 minutes till the discussion topic
maybe she
was
felt
over.
like there'd be an overwhelming positive sentiment for LGBTQ people,
and she's
she
like,
had
I
to-
can't not be there to swat it down.
That's right.
Nearly 150 participants, including students, saw Kajalia relieve herself. Yeah, you don't come back from something like that.
Nope.
Because students are now on social media.
And they are going to screen grab the hell out of that.
Get ready for a lesson in cyberbullying, which
Yep.
I try to teach my son who's on Instagram
It
now.
is an unfortunate mistake. But
Or
in this,
is it?
In
Or
this
is
case, it isn't.
Is it an unfortunate mistake?
How do you, after 9 months
Of zooming all the time.
zooming it out, not understand how it works?
You are always on camera.
Unless
when
you
the
hit
Zoom
the
is on.
tiny camera icon and a red slash goes through it and your picture goes off and your name comes up. It's the easiest thing to understand.
So I will walk in on my 6-year-old just to see how school's going. She hits mute, she hits camera off, and she's like, "Dad, get out of here. I'm going to school."
She's 6.
She's 6 and she understands how to do that. She understands that she doesn't want to be seen in front of her class saying, "Dad, I'm doing school. Don't interrupt."
Kajelia, what the hell are you doing?
You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Hit the camera and hit the
God
mic.
damn
So
it.
people don't hear you drop bombs off the bowl and then turn it back on when you're back at your desk. If you have to take the thing with
Or
you.
don't bring it in there at all. You seem like a devout woman of God.
Ask yourself, what would Jesus do on a Zoom? He'd learn how to mute himself.
Mute himself, cut the camera when he had to go take
and
a
he'd
whiz.
listen. He'd listen for a minute, which
That's
is what you
right.
can't do
Do unto others as they would have you do unto you.
in a Zoom. No one immediately said anything when she returned from her trip to the toilet.
Yeah, because they're in shock at
that
this
she's
point.
such an idiot. They
Yeah.
can't. The kids were too busy trying to find a way to like turn it into a TikTok meme.
Yeah.
A short time later, Vice President Scott James Vickery reportedly told Kajelia, "You need to go. We're here trying to get work done while you're sitting on the toilet." Oh, snap!
I love that.
You got Vickeried, bitch.
You got zoomed in your vickery.
You need to go, by the way. That could have been it. That
You
could have
need
been
to. By the way,
could have left it at that. That would have been cold.
he should have made that comment after she made her comments about the LGBTQ curriculum. You need to go.
You needed to go, and now you need to go. But
Yeah.
damn, we're trying to do work while you're on the toilet is so much harsher than simply saying, "Hey, you accidentally left your camera on while you were in the bath."
This is
He's
like
been sitting on this.
This one has been in the chamber for Vickery for a
He's been
long time.
waiting to body slam this freaking dummy for so long, and then
Straight-
she did it to himself, and he's like, up over the top rope.
Boom, straight Vickeried.
BOE President Lancelot Powell. Who are these people?
I have
These
no
names
idea.
are unbelievable.
Vickery and Lancelot
Lancelot Powell.
They're the new Rizzolian Isles.
Said later that Kajelia couldn't be removed because she was an elected official. So now he's like, yeah, we can't remove her because she's an elected official. And then someone else was like, well,
We should remove her anyway.
Someone's like, can we make her resign?
I love this. Now it's like all coming out now.
No, none of us can kick off a board member. So they're talking about her as if she's not there.
And she has to listen to all of it because she doesn't know how to turn her thing off.
In other words, we can't get rid of her. We're trying to get rid of her any way we can. But now, instead of getting rid of her, we're all going to let out how much we want to get rid of her.
So we can't get rid of this dummy. We can't get this dummy out of here. We can't kick her off, even though everybody here wants to kick her
I
off.
know, it sucks. All we want to do is get rid of her. 'cause
Nobody
she's
wants
terrible.
her here. Nobody wants her bathroom
She
going
sucks,
ass
and we
here.
want to dispose of her, but there's no way to do it. Isn't that a bummer?
I wish there was like a giant figurative toilet that we could send her
And
into
flush her
and
now.
just flush her
They're
away.
talking about her like she's a toddler and she doesn't understand what's
I
going on.
love it. It is so pejorative. I love it.
Early Tuesday afternoon, the board announced that the trustees have received a letter of resignation from Ms. Frances Kajelia effective November 24th, 2020.
Oh, yeah.
We said it.
You didn't come back from it.
You can't come back from that.
You didn't come back from it.
And of course, she just resigned. Of
Yeah.
course.
She didn't apologize for a mistake.
Yes.
Or
that is the thing.
She should have apologized for her stupid ass comments about the LGBTQ curriculum.
That's what an adult does. An adult takes an evaluation.
An adult who has a shred of character, not this dummy.
The remaining trustees must fill the vacancy within 65 days or by January 29th, by the way, in case anyone wants to join up.
Jump in. If you've got a crazy ass name, jump in here.
I suggest that they get someone who's just gone through blunt force trauma so
Yes.
that they have someone like the person who went out.
Yeah. I guarantee someone who's been through blunt force trauma would know how to mute their computer when they went to the bathroom.
So you want to hear what she said about the LGBTQ?
Oh, yeah.
She said she drew widespread condemnation last year when she called new state laws that require teaching about LGBTQ, not trying to turn people into lesbians and gays, which is not possible, but teaching about their history. She called it repugnant.
Repugnant. You mean like making 150 people and students watch you go to the bathroom repugnant? Is that the level
or
of
a
repugnant?
Different kind of repugnant? You got to enlighten us on this issue. I have every right as a parent, this is what she said, to not have my child participate in something that I do not think is suitable as part of a public school curriculum.
And I should
know what's suitable for children. I just made everyone watch me pee.
That's
including students. I believe conversations having to do with sexuality should be had at home between parents and their children, in private, unlike going to the bathroom.
Which should be in private.
This prompted several board members and local officials, among them Bergen County Executive Jim Tedesco. You don't mess with Tedesco.
Tedesco.
Not
Tedesco is what he says.
And Bergen County Sheriff Anthony Curitan to call for her resignation. Good.
Tedesco and Curitan.
So they called for resignation last time. Okay.
Tedesco and Curitan
are the new Rosolian Isles. Hundreds of parents turned out when she made those LGBTQ comments, right?
She stirred.
For meetings seeking her ouster, and a change.org petition calling for her to step down gathered more than 1,900 electronic
signatures. She is so unpopular.
I mean, know your audience. Maybe if you were on a school board in Alabama.
Yeah.
In like
this works. Don't try and
Roy
pull
Moore's district.
Don't try and pull that stuff in New Jersey.
Everyone hates you. Everyone hates you in your life. How does that make you feel? In the professional adult world, outside of your family, everyone hates you.
You're the school board version of a wrestling heel, and you don't even know it.
You're a wrestling heel who his like finishing move is peeing in front of everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
The civic group for Hackensack's Future, which I want to be on that board, called Kujalia a bigot.
That's great.
Posting early Tuesday that she has also threatened members of the public who she said she doesn't respect.
So she's now threatening people.
So for anyone who for a second felt sorry for this woman,
do not. We're giving you every reason.
Here's your chance to recant that regret.
Zoom is going to get you, did get you, and we're proud of Zoom.
What'd she threaten people to do that she was going to do? She was going to pee on them?
I don't know. Maybe.
School board members are like, I've always said this, they're like little feudal leaders.
So
right?
they have power
like
over their
system.
little plot of land, so to speak.
And it's something they have
that's
power
important
over
to
that's
people.
important to us, which is our children's education. Okay, there's a little tiny bit of guilt, I believe, in all parents that they are giving their children away off to a system that they can't control or that they can't be involved in. That's a hard thing to give up.
So these people are the gatekeepers on your children's education. And so that is why we've got to destroy. And I mean destroy the reputation of anyone who is abusing that power.
And it's always nice when they give you an assist on their own, isn't it, Rand?
Yes.
She abstained. Listen to what else she did. She abstained on a symbolic vote committing the district to anti-racism. So she abstained from that vote.
Body
a symbolic vote.
Body her up.
This doesn't mean anything except like where you stand on racism.
Yeah. So the only reason you would abstain from that vote is to say that you support racists.
Ruin her internet.
Ruin
this one.
Let
her know.
Ruin her life. This should
follow her wherever she goes.
Yep. This stink should not get off of her.
She also voted to extend her term by 8 months because she sucks.
And she's clueless.
And she's tone deaf.
She's pissing all over the system and making everyone watch
She's a racist homophobe. She, of course, couldn't be reached for comment.
Well, was she in the bathroom?
No, probably not, because if she was in the bathroom, then she would have given a comment. She would have kept the conversation going.
Oh, my God.
This dipshit needs to get a rain of fire, and I can't wait till her life is ruined.
Just let it rain down on her.
Zoom got you. Zoom got you, and you deserved it. That's
right.
The show.
That's it. That is how we do. That is the show. Get your tickets for the live Dumb People Town. They are selling out.
Indeed.
We love you guys. Stay connected. Stay protected. Don't get infected. This is not a hoax.
But we've got the jokes.
We'll see you tomorrow.
La-ti-da, la-ti-da-ti-da-ti-da, la-ti-da.